Good morning, I'm Olivia. Welcome to my senior SilverSneakers Flex chair yoga class. Let's get started. Nice to see everybody today. All right, sitting against the back of the chair, scooch on back there. Are we okay with the fan? Missy? All right, sit up against the back of the chair. These are comfy chairs. Settle into them for just a moment. Come to some stillness. The mind thrives on movement. The body thrives on, the mind thrives on stillness. The body thrives on movement. So right now, come to a little stillness. Breathing deep in through the nose, out through the nose in yoga. It's going to keep warmth in the body, moisture. And very calming to the nervous system. So just let that happen now. Let that front body just sink to the back body. Unclench your biting teeth. The corners of your mouth draw back in just a little bit of a smile. Remembering that every breath is a gift, every day is a gift. Let your eyes just drift open and scoot on out to the edge of the seat, if you will. I see 2 seats, 2 chairs, 3 over here. Pat and Bill, excuse me one moment. Pat, 1, 2, and 3. Diane, there is one over here. Okay. Right there by the fan. Okay, out to the edge of the seat. I need to scooch this back just a wee bit. And now I need to turn it. Sorry. There. Okay. So out at the edge of the seat, seated mountain pose. Sit bones are right underneath you. Feet are right underneath your ankles. Insteps are right underneath your knees there. Shoulder heads are facing the corner of the room, or the sides of the room, so you're going to broaden your collarbones right here. Take a little tuck in your chin here to get the neck as long as you possibly can. Since you're on the tip of the sit bones, if you're not sure where they are, go ahead and roll back towards the tailbone a little bit. Roll forward just a little bit. And then find the absolute very tip of your sit bones. I like to place my hands on the ground to remind myself to stay grounded through the feet. It's also going to push the shoulders down and away from your ears. Let the head tip over. Imagine you're going to listen to the ceiling with your left ear. And then drop the chin forward just a little bit. Get into another part of that neck. Coming right back up. Let's go the other way. So without moving the shoulders, just tip the head, lift that right ear to the ceiling now, and a little tuck in your chin. Come right back up and looking over the right shoulder, and then look over the left shoulder. And back to the front. Slide the hands back by the crease of the hip. I'm going to push down on the quadricep, the heads of those muscles right there, and push the shoulders up, around, and back. Big range of motion. You may feel a little crackling, a little popping, as long as there's no pain. And one more time. All right. Let the arms drop down, and now I'm going to take this a little bit bigger. So, at any time you feel pain, we don't work through pain here. All right. You find what feels good. I'm not in your body, so I don't know. I'm here with suggestions. Work where you are comfortable. One more time, and then let's reach the arms out to the side. And then just circle the wrists around. Yes. This is where everybody has to say, oh, I got to move just a little bit. We can make a little shift here. And then splay your fingers out and in. Out and in. 2 more. Out. Last one. That should feel pretty darn good, right? All right, and then release them right back down. So let's do this. I'm going to invite you to move forward. Okay? Yep, would you move forward here? Same thing for you. Would you move forward a little bit? Yep. And you guys are okay right there? Because, yeah, I need you to move forward just a little bit in your chair. Very soon you'll know why. Very soon. Okay, nice and tall on the sit bones once again. And let's walk the feet out so they're a little wider. And hands on the thigh muscles right here. You slide back towards the crease of the hip. Deep breath in, lift the heart. And then exhale, slide them just below the knee. Scoop the belly and round that back. You're going to make it sort of a C shape. Navel towards the spine. Come right back up. This is seated cat and cow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. And again, deep breath in. Every day I encourage you to take a little cat and cow. You want to keep that spine really flexible, and this will help. One more time. And round. All right. Choices, hands on the hips, the shoulders, the head, and I'm going to go side to side. So lifting that right elbow skyward, and then lifting the left. If this is bad, this is okay, this is fine, whatever works for you. Again, 2 more. So just become aware of that part of your spine that is the most flexible. It's right where the ribs meet the spine. And again, bring that right elbow to me and back. And we tip over to the right. Same thing on the other side. Bring the left elbow to me and tip to the left. Sorry. Which way? Right elbow. Right elbow down. Again, this is fine on the shoulder if that feels better. Left elbow. Left elbow. Right hand is going to reach down to the thigh. Take a deep breath in. And it's almost like you're going to reach out and shake my hand. So reach far, up and around and down. Let it come right past your heart. Deep breath. Exhale, pull that belly in. Reach out through the little finger. Drop the chin. The very last bit. Exhale. I'm hoping this one comes down through your back. You should feel that down there. Same thing on the other side. Exhale. Reach through that little finger, up and around. Again. Reach. Like you're going to shake somebody's hand. 2 more. And the very last one. Coming right back up. Walk your feet in. And then up and down like you're going to wake up those feet a little bit. Just let them come down and flop on down there. And then we're going to hold that right leg up. I'm going to grab here. You can grab under here. Up to you. Take a nice deep breath in. Take the gaze skyward. That back goes straight. Exhale. Round the spine. Turn the forehead towards the knee. Again, you can take it under here too. Inhale. Just lift the spine. Lift the heart. Exhale. Round. Scoop. Roll back towards that fleshy part of your seat. And then again. One more time. And exhale. All right, this time extend that leg out in front, lower down. We're going to bring it right back in. And again, range of motion around that hip, the knee, the ankle, maybe even the toes. Get them working too. Last one. Bring that knee in and rotate it out to the side. I'll circle my ankle here a little bit first. And then bringing that knee in and around. Now, you're going to use the arms. What I like to do is try to pretend that, let that leg become dead weight here. So you really have to use your arms to do this. Another trick to this is head over, heart over pelvis. So we're not leaning away from it. Hold nice and still. 2 more. Extend it out to the front, lower down. Let's take just a little stretch. Toe to the ceiling, a little bend in the knee, heart comes forward, release and roll back up. And up with you comes the other leg. We'll take the same thing here. Deep breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, scoot back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoot back. Bring that forehead in towards the knee as best you can. Again, let it drop down. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. All right, out she goes. All the way down. Bring it right back in, brush the ground. And down. 2 more. To bring it in, hold it, and out to the side. A little circle in the ankle. Okay, find the very tip of the sit bones again. You can use the chair if you need to. And I'll bring the leg in this time and around. So try to let the leg become dead weight and use the strength of your arm to do this. Really nice. Nice. Are we sitting up straight? Ooh. All the way out in front. I guess we were. Little bend in the knee, look down towards the toes first, and then bring the heart forward like I said something, and you'll say, oh, those are my hamstrings. I feel them now. All right, both feet on the ground. Tuck the tailbone, roll back, and roll the spine up. Right arm up and around. We take another little twist here, nice and easy. I'm going to use my left hand for a little bit of leverage, breathing deep. And then slide that hand in. We'll take the other one over and around. Sit up nice and tall. And back. Both hands on the back of the chair here. Hold on. Point the elbows to the back. Lift the heart. This would be sort of my seated version of camel pose, I guess. All right, feet come underneath you. We're going to stand up. Now you have lots of choices. You can use hands on the thighs. You could reach to the ceiling. You could use the chair. But we're going to do this up and down 5 times. This is my new favorite way to do it. Deep breath in. Exhale. I'm going to scoop up. Release back down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we lift. Come right back down. Feel the importance of the feet on this. Press through the feet as you come up. 2 more times. Lovely. No flies on you all, huh? Lift up. My mother used to say that. All the way up and around. Release the arms back down. All right. So come into standing mountain pose. I'm going to slide the heels so they are underneath the sit bones. And as you pull that tailbone downward towards the ground, it's going to put a little micro bend in the knees. So we haven't locked the knees. You want just ever so slight bend in the knees. Broaden the collarbones, just like we did when we were seated. And then begin to turn the palms forward and tuck the elbows next to the rib cage. A little tuck in the chin gets the crown of the head reaching as high as you can. Otherwise, we start to do this, right? So just put that little tuck in the chin, and if you're feeling comfortable, maybe even close your eyes for 1 breath. Again, let the corners of your mouth draw up in a little smile. All right, eyes open, soft gaze. Here we go. Forward fold, right smack down the center. Knees are bent. I'm hinged at the hips. I'm going to slide up my legs, squeeze the shoulder blades inward, belly comes in, and then circle sweep. We're going to pass through chair pose all the way up. You've got this beach ball here, over to the right. You're going to put something in the top shelf there. Pass through the center, over to the left. You should feel a nice stretch down the side. And right here, let it drop behind your head and all the way down. All right. Shake out. Grab a drink of water. Let's move around to the back of the chair. We are up for the next, let's see, 20 minutes. All right, so drink of water first, please. For those of you that are new today, we always have water available. You know, there's glasses there, there's a water fountain there. It's just part of the SilverSneakers workout is keeping you hydrated, especially on a day like today and the summer coming up. We don't have air conditioning in here, so, you know, when it gets to be hot, it's going to be hot. Although you'll walk in the door and you'll feel like, oh, it's cool in here. Well, just get moving, then it won't. So dress appropriately for sure. Okay, now we're facing dog. Hands on the chair. If you can do this without grabbing the chair, great. If you need that security, that's okay. Otherwise, splay your fingers out. Walk your feet back so they are underneath your hips. Hollow your belly. Turn that tailbone to the back wall. Let your heart lower towards the earth. Take a deep breath. Now, turn your tailbone to the right wall. And then turn it to the left wall. And then tuck the tailbone underneath you and round the spine. And then turn the tailbone to the back wall. Look over the chair. Step in on the right foot and turn that left toe out to the back. So my front knee is going to stay over the ankle. My back leg is going to be straight. And I rise up into warrior one. lifting. It's balance. That chair's always there for balance. All right, we're not going to put our weight on the chair, but do use it for balance if it's there. I may not do that, but if you need it, please do so. Turn the palms out. Let the elbows draw down towards the tailbone. Reach up. Bring the hands together. You should feel a nice stretch across the back. Exhale. I'm even going to tuck my chin as I let the elbows move towards the heel. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Bring the hands back to the heart. Now, hinge forward towards the chair. Reach the arms back. You've got a beach ball back here on your back side. Give it a little squeeze. And then circle sweep. Step both feet together. Upward salute. Reach to the ceiling. We switch to the other side. Step back on that right foot. Toe ball heel goes down, and the toe is going to turn out to the diagonal just a little bit. Get yourself set up. Front knee is bent. Back leg is straight. Here we go. One arm or two arms. Your choice entirely. But drop your shoulders. Create this space around your neck here. It'll feel so much better than this, right? Just let it release. Yeah, lovely. And again, elbows back. Bring the heart forward when you do this. And then heel the hand fingertips. Let them press together gently. And again, stretching the heart, opening the chest, stretching the back. 2 more times. Should feel pretty good. And back. Last one. And here. Hands to your heart. Hinge at the hip. Reaching back. Slide that beach ball down towards your heel. Circle sweep. Upward salute. Deep breath in. And down. Back to downward facing dog. Step on back. Same position you were before. Maybe your fingers are splayed out in front. Hollow that belly. Tailbone to the back wall. Now slide the hands back to the thigh muscles. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. We're going to forward fold right smack down the center. Halfway rise. And then circle sweep. Coming into chair pose this time. You should be able to see your knees. I'm going to move, I'm sorry, your toes, not your knees. You should be able to see your toes right here. Let's bring the hands back to the heart. So you could call this stool pose. You're sitting in a high seat, or chair pose. It's up to you entirely. But these are the muscles of independence, so we want to get them extremely strong. Let's just try this. Leave the chair handy. Lift the right heel. See how we do. And switch. Lift the left heel. A little more balance. Both heels down. Reach to the ceiling. Oh, that feels better, huh? All right, grab a drink of water. Shake out those legs a little bit if you need it. Just a little bit morning legs. All right. So coming back, let's step the feet out wide. I'm going to turn my toes out a little bit. I'm going to line my heels up with the legs of the chair, maybe a little bit wider. It's up to you entirely, all right? But the toes are going to turn out first. And then I'm going to bend my knees a little bit to kind of drop my center of gravity and see if we can find balance here. So bringing the hands towards the heart. I'm going to squeeze my glutes. Now I want you to imagine your feet are trying to slip out. So you want to press the feet into the ground and lift up through the middle right here as we come into our goddess pose. Opening the arms. Press the elbows back. Yep, beautiful. Lovely. All right, one arm down. Reach to the ceiling. Circle sweep down. Come back to goddess pose. So we're going to move off our center line. Drop the hand. Reach to the ceiling. Circle around. And back. Tip. Little scoop. And back. Tip. Reach. Little scoop. And back. All right, beautiful. Hands on the rib cage. Deep breath in. Squeeze the elbows back. And then we're going to take this forward motion. Now, reach forward, tuck the chin. Nothing changing from the navel down. If you need the hand, let's come back to the rib cage again. If you need one hand on the chair, go ahead and do that. All right? Doesn't matter to me. It's definitely balance. So work where you're comfortable. Hands on the rib cage. Here's the inhale. Exhale. Press forward. Scoop that belly. And again, inhale, hands on the rib cage. Exhale. All right, hands on the chair. We're going to come into warrior two. So I'm going to turn the left toe to the front and the right toe to the right wall. And I say, when you get around the corner here, it gets a little muddled, right? So what I want you to imagine, you are in a box. So you're going to turn your right toe to the inside of your imaginary box, okay? All right, arms out, warrior two. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Check and be sure that's the case. And this knee needs to be right over the ankle. Woo! Okay. Here we go. Take those little fingers and press them back just a little bit more. And then press the baby toe edge of both feet into the ground. And we're going to come into extended angle, reaching. And we're going to pass through center and come back into peaceful warrior, sun warrior. Notice that knee in the front, keep going, is not straightening. It's not bending any deeper. It's holding firmly. Nice. Floating through this, like you're moving through butter. And down. All right, one more time. Now we're going to hold this sun warrior, peaceful warrior. You have options. Hold the chair if you need it. Slide the hand to the left leg. Slide the hand to your back right pocket. Whatever works for you here is fine with me. If you've got this bind going on, it's about getting a deep breath. So take that deep breath if you've got this bind going on. Reach a little bit higher. And now we're going to windmill the arms and come right into extended angle. I'm going to rest the wrist on the leg. Use the chair if you need to. If you have that flexibility in the arm, allow it to reach to the ceiling. Shoulder, hand, chair, whatever, hip, whatever works for you here. Extended angle. Look down towards your toes. Be sure that knee is tracking right in the direction of your toes. It's not buckling in. That's why I said keep that baby toe edge down. And then look to the front of the room. And if the flexibility in your neck allows, maybe turn your gaze a little more skyward, extending through the fingers. All right, let's take that top arm down. We're going to come right back to warrior two. Head over heart over pelvis, shoulders to the front, long arms. Beautiful. Hands together, turn the toes to the front. Let's take the hands on the hips. We're going to take a little chest expansion here. So thumbs wrap around the back. It's like when you get out of bed and when you go, oh, right? And now we're going to hinge at the hip. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing together. You need a hand on the chair. That's why it's there. I'm looking right to the chair. Now use the toes and push back up. Nice. And again, hinge at the hip, squeeze the shoulder blades, soften the knees here, and push right back up. All right, we're going the other way. Turn that left toe, sink into that left knee, right over the ankle. Arms go out. Beautiful. And we're just going to hinge forward first and come right back. So I'm just touching the fingers, the hand. Just find your leg, find your knee. All right. Beautiful. Let's come into extended angle first this time. So all the way down, reach to the ceiling. Now, your choice. Use the, put a hand on the chair. Look down towards the earth. Look towards the front. And should you find balance, maybe look to the ceiling. Keep the hand near the chair, the hip. Whatever you need is fine. Take another breath. We're going to level this out to warrior two. Arms parallel to the ground. Extend them. As if you're trying to reach the imaginary corner walls of your box. Palm to the ceiling. Here comes reverse. Keep that front knee bent. Left arm comes up. There you go. Now, that hand stays on the chair. Maybe it slides to the leg. Maybe it goes to your back left pocket. Reach it. We level this out. Toes to the front, hands to the heart. If you don't need hands on the chair, don't use them. I'm going to walk my feet in. Downward facing dog. On back. Splay your fingers out, lowering the heart towards the ground, towards the earth. Tip the pelvis so the tailbone goes to the back wall. And then bend the knees, bring the hands back to the thighs. Let's take a reverse swan dive back up. Lead with the knuckles. Come right down the center. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, circle sweep. Upward salute. Release back down. Nice. Shake out. Nice vinyasa there. Have a drink of water. We'll come back. All right, so we balance around the right side of the chair. And let's just let that right leg swing forward and back. All right, now, if this bothers you in the backward motion, gives you a little pinch in that side here, then just don't take it that way, all right? Just take it whatever feels good. But I try to let it be dead weight there so that my supporting leg is really doing the work here, all right? You don't need hands? Look, no hands, Mom, you decide. Okay, and then lifting it up and holding it. Just a little support. Now, you can always grab your pants. You can touch the toe on the ground if that feels good to you. But get that head over heart over pelvis, little micro bend in that supporting leg right there. Nice and tall. All right, curl the heel to the seat. Drop the knee towards the ground. I'm going to sink into that supporting leg just a little bit and reach to the ceiling. That's sort of my version of dancer pose. You're welcome to reach back and grab the foot if you'd like. It's not necessary. But just enjoy this. Maybe try a little balance. Alright, so I'm going to hinge at the hip and extend that leg out. This is a little airplane pose. But we're going to work this a little bit. I'm going to ask you to bend that front knee and let the toe touch the ground and then rise back up. It's a little bit of a bend. It's a little bit of a rise up. You decide. So we really work this leg here. And then maybe with a little bit of balance, your choice. All right. Chair's always there. All right, so drop the ball of the foot down and settle into it. I'm going to ratchet my foot out just a little bit more. I'm going to get a little bit of a stretch right here in this hip flexor. So I'm going to take this baby arc over towards the chair. Right arm up and over. And release. Let's put that back foot on the ground behind you. I'm going to hold onto the chair here. Pyramid pose. Extend one arm up, holding onto the chair or arms up. It's entirely up to you. But I'm going to hinge forward now. Little micro bend in that supporting leg. And I'm going to reach back with my right hand. So coming into this pyramid pose, maybe you're going to grab that beach ball behind your back and shove it towards the back wall. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull that belly in. Beautiful. Chair handy. Use it, use it, use it. Another breath. Push through the front toes. Rise back up. Both feet together. Upward salute. Forward fold. Nice halfway rise. And circle sweep all the way up. Okay. Nice. Let's make our way to the other side. And we start with just that little swing in the leg. Again, this gives you trouble in the back. Don't do it. I'm not in your body, as I was told. Someone said to me in one class, I'm glad you're not. Was it you, Cindy, that said that?
Yeah, I know, but I probably would.
I know you would. I know. All right, so let that leg lift up here. You can use, just take it down low. It's just fine. Lift it. It's up to you entirely. We're going to come into our dancer pose. So firm up this supporting leg. It's like a telephone pole here. Make it extremely strong. Use your toes, use the glutes, use your core. Curl the heel to the seat. Drop the knee towards the ground and maybe sink into that supporting leg a little bit. Reach to the ceiling. I'm going to flex that foot in the back. That seems to help me, but you can point it. Doesn't matter. And then maybe you find balance, maybe you don't. I do think it's easier to drop your gaze down as you learn how to do this and find that focal point down there that's not moving. How deep is your breath? And here we go. So our dancer, our plane pose. And keep that one hand on the chair. It's just fine. That leg in the back is really strong, though. I'm going to sink, tap the ground, and lift. All right? And that glute's gonna work, those hamstrings are gonna work. You wanna keep those firm and strong. So important to posture. All right, as you lift up, lift that leg a little higher this time, hold it. Toe ball heel, no, just toe goes down, that's right. And I'm gonna ratchet mine out just a little bit to the back. Get this nice hip flexor stretch. Reach up and a little baby arc over. So from the finger, baby finger up there, down through the top of my hip, maybe the knee, nice stretch. And then drop that back heel down. So I'm gonna step in just a little bit. It's like I caught you in the middle of a walk. It's a comfortable stance. You're not on a tight rope. You're on railroad tracks, so feet are apart there. Yep, nice. And we'll take a little chest expansion first this time, lifting the heart. Okay, I'm gonna use my right hand here and hinge forward at the hips. Knees, micro bend. Bringing the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull that navel towards your spine. That's what's gonna support that back in this motion here. Maybe reaching both hands back, maybe keeping hand on hip and hand on chair. Feel that front leg really working. And now use those toes, push up, both feet together, reach to the ceiling, come right back down the center again. Halfway rise. And circle sweep. Rise up. All right. And step out. Little shake out. And get yourself another drink of water. Of cool water from the well. All right. Let's sit back down. And right leg up once again, that little circle in the ankle, wiggle the toes. Okay, then I'm gonna turn that heel towards my shin, and just like I'm gonna scratch up and down. So coming up wherever you're comfortable. Now, this is where I say, you know, you had hip replacement, knee trouble, you've been told not to cross the midline. Just be careful and do what you've been told to do, all right? Not necessarily me. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna bring it up, grab hold, and come into our number 4 stretch. Half pigeon pose, half fire log, I guess. Okay, so keeping the toes flexed here is important. You can also support the leg if that feels better to you. Where did you go, Paul? You're back there? Okay, disappeared. You can also hold on to that. Gently opening that hip. If that feels good, always, I'm gonna hold on to the outside edge. This foot is right underneath my knee, all right? And then press that low back forward. So grow as tall as you possibly can. And this, oh, beautiful, beautiful. Pull that navel in, drop the shoulders, let the crown of the head stretch skyward. Close your eyes. Now for you, those of you that like to take this a little bit deeper, you can hinge forward if you wanted to, but just be sure that you've got this straight back and we're not gonna slump over. The moment that happens, it's gone, that stretch. But get to where you feel a little bit of that tension, no pain. All right. Push right back up. Cross this leg over. Again, you've been told not to cross the midline. Go ahead and keep both feet down there on the ground. Cross them over. All right, so right leg on top, right hand on top, left hand. There's our eagle pose. I'm gonna press the knuckles together, then I'm gonna press the elbows, and then I'm gonna lift the arms off of my chest here. And a little turn in the wrist right here, and you are looking just beyond the wrist to get that skinny as it can right there. That's it. That's it. And then bring the elbows to me a little bit more. Not down. Bring them up. Breathing. And we're going to unfurl the arms. I think we'll even unfurl the legs. Take a rotation to the right. I'm going to use my left hand there, and I'm going to reach back with my right. Or you can rest it on the chair. But head over, heart over pelvis. Notice right away that one shoulder is going to want to drop. For me, it would be the left, but you have to keep the left shoulder up, the right shoulder down. Lift that right arm up over your head, come back to the front, and down. Up comes the other leg. Circle. All right. Into this figure 4, half pigeon, half fire log. This foot goes underneath the knee. Toe stays flexed. That's going to protect the something crunchy. You can hold up if it feels better or open up. But I want you to find a stretch that feels good, all right, whatever that means to you. Press that low back forward. Maybe hinge a little bit more. It's up to you. Breathe deep. Close your eyes. And almost as if there was a lung right there in that hip. Breathe deep into that hip. So I'm going to cross this leg over. Down on the ground is just fine. If that works best for you. Left leg, left hand, right hand, knuckles, elbows, lifting up as you press them inwards. I'm going to squeeze the knuckles together. You could take the hands in prayer position if that feels better. Bringing the elbows in, and again, a little twist in the wrist. You know, it gets fat, and you want to get it as skinny as you can there, and just looking right beyond. Sit extremely tall. Ah, nice. And then maybe bring the elbows a little closer to me as you scoop your belly. One more deep breath. Deep as you've taken. And then we unfurl everything all the way down. Rotate to the left. I'm going to use my right hand. Draw that left shoulder back. You can extend that arm out as long as you can stay straight with that. Or if you need to get that spine straight by dropping the hand, that's okay too. Lift that arm up. You should come back to the front. Both arms up. We forward fold. Tuck the chin. Look underneath your seat. And then inhale. We're going to halfway rise. Heart comes forward. Reach into chair pose. Now thumbs to the ceiling. I want you to sit up tall. And get this great stretch across the chest. Lifting the heart. Feel the shoulder blades draw together. And then push them down towards the tailbone. The hands drop down there, elbows to the back, lift the heart a little bit more. So the head should not fall back. I want you to think about lifting from the chest. And let's take the feet a little bit wider. We're going to come forward fold here. Hands come just below the knees. Scoop the belly. It's almost as if I'm laying you right over a nice big beach ball here. So round that back. All the way down to the low back. Take a breath into the back ribs. And then exhale, roll the spine all the way back up. Let's push back to the back of the chair. And snuggle just the pelvis in here. And we're going to extend the feet out in front. Okay. Arms out. Now I'm going to drop the left foot and reach towards my right toes. Come back. Deep breath in. Exhale. Reach towards my left toes. Try to keep the back in contact with the chair. And you'll come forward a little bit. That's okay. Reaching. Out. Nice stretch in the hamstring. Out. One more time. And out. Reaching up. Push the back into the chair and settle on in for some seated meditation. Feet down. Close your eyes or drop the gaze downward. That's fine too. But allow your attention to come back to your breath. 10 deep breaths every day. Let's do that now. In through the nose, base of the rib cage. Feel the belly. This is belly breathing. And then exhale through the nose as well. Feel yourself sink into the chair, your biting teeth had unclenched. And you've let go. Do not be dismayed by the brokenness of this world. All things break. All things can be mended. Not with time, as they say, but with intention. So go. Love intently, extravagantly, unconditionally. The broken world waits in darkness for the light that is in you. Bring your hands together at your heart. Drop your chin to your chest. Gratitude turns everything we have into enough. And so with a grateful heart, namaste, friends.
Namaste.
Wow, nice work. Good job.